Good morning, Cheyenne. It is, well, actually, it's early afternoon, but it's my day off, one of my days off, Friday, and I've been just sitting here reading the news, having breakfast, enjoying my day off, and oh my goodness, you can see sort of a reflection of my face down there. I don't like that. So, let's see, I guess there we go. Yeah, okay. So, you can realize that I actually do have a head, but, no, I did not pick my nose, I scratched my face. Anyway, okay, so, good morning. I posted a couple of videos yesterday. I began working on a recipe for making Fatigman bakalasar, I think is the proper term for the angel wings, my mother's recipe. I took a lot of pictures because I intended to give you an illustrated recipe. However, I didn't have the necessary skills to do that yet, and so yesterday I started doing it and found out it's going to take me a really long time. So I'll probably be working on the next 5 minutes of that video a little bit later today, but I wanted to record something for you to talk to you again. I have learned a lesson. I should not put the term pantyhose in the title of anything. I posted the video with the picture of me, and I commented on the fact that the pantyhose in the picture are not something that I actually wear. They belonged to a person who was in my life at that time, who unfortunately or fortunately is no longer in my life. As I said, the picture's about 3 or 4 years old. But after posting it on YouTube, it's gotten like 65 views, and I don't know 65 people, let alone 65 people who would want to view my blog. I think the number of people who even know that I'm talking to is significantly lower than, well, actually the number of people I know is significantly lower than 65. And of the people I know, the people I'm close with know I'm talking to you, but there's no way they could have found my YouTube account. Anyway, people are watching the video because I mentioned the word pantyhose and that I'm not wearing pantyhose, which means that there are just a lot of people with way too much time on their hands. This here, since let's get off the pantyhose. Yeah, let's get off the pantyhose and on to another subject. This is a Korean game called Hwangtu. In English it's called Go Stop, and actually in Korean it's also called Go Stop. It's a Korean card game, Korean tile game. The game is played using these cards. Let me see where the thing flips over. Okay, those are the wild cards. The game is played using these cards here. There are 12 suits and 4 cards per suit, so it's sort of the opposite of Western cards where you have 4 suits and 13 cards per suit. Here there are 12 cards per suit. Each suit has to do with a month of the year, and there are 5 types of cards. I'm not going to actually explain how to play Hwangtu or Go Stop. There are a lot of sites online where you can see that, and I'll probably put a link if you actually want to know anything about the cards. However, the reason I have it is so that I have something interesting to do with my hands while I'm talking to you about other things. I have coffee going in the other room right now. I can hear it perking. I put it on a little later in the morning. I sort of, instead of putting the coffee on as soon as I wake up in the morning, which I do have the desire to do, I've been waiting to have my coffee until later in the day when I can more fully appreciate it. So I've been up for a few hours, and so I finally decided that it's time for me to make my coffee. There is a moment after the coffee is brewed I put the coffee into a thermos, a rather large thermos that my father bought me a few years ago. Because for a while I was bringing coffee to school, and in order to carry hot coffee you need a thermos, and so I mentioned that I wanted a thermos. And my father bought me this Stanley heavy-duty giant thermos. It looks like something that you could beat a Russian sailor to death with. Incidentally, I have nothing against Russian sailors. I just, in my mind, there's sort of a paradigm of toughness, and so if something looks very sturdy or strong, I say that it can be used to beat a Russian sailor to death with. For example, I like the IBM keyboards, the big clicky-clacky keyboards when you're typing, although it makes a much cooler sound than that. And I also have several of those, and I often refer to them as keyboards with which you could beat a Russian sailor to death. I really don't have strong feelings one way or the other about Russian sailors. I don't see any reason why people should be trying to beat them to death. Just they're, I imagine, pretty tough. So I guess I should be careful if I were to be hanging around where Russian sailors might frequent, but I don't think I do, so I don't think I do. It's morning, it's Friday, it's the 5-day market, so I can go and get some more delicious fried shrimp from the woman that calls me her foreign baby, and I can just relax and spend some time trying to figure out how to make videos, which I will be doing. I had intended to go into some deep or philosophical discussion of something, and right now my mind is a total blank. I think that these blog entries have been a bit more meandering than I may have wanted. I wanted them to be useful and purposeful and insightful and give you something that you could take with you somehow. I don't know, bits of wisdom, drops of knowledge, insight into the human condition, into human character, maybe a chuckle now and then, something other than, good Lord, is he going to say anything worthwhile? Probably not. But you never know. You have to listen to the entire video just to see. Yeah. I will include a link of what the cards are and how to play it. They're very pretty. They're pretty thick plastic, and it's go stop, and the action that you do is when you're playing the game, you turn over one of the cards face up, and then you take your card and throw it on top and sort of snap it around. You do this sort of snap, and it has to make sort of a click slappy sound. And in fact, it's a universal symbol for the game. So if you see people playing and you say, do you want to play? You can just go like that, and they'll know that you mean this game here. These cards, the Go Stop cards, are available pretty much everywhere. You can get them at the 7-Eleven or anywhere else, and they're like, I don't know, $1 for the box. So they're just like playing cards, and it's a very common game. Friday morning, it's my day off, and I wanted to leave a message for you. I'm thinking of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Love you, Cheyenne. Bye-bye.